Hello everyone, I'm Dile and welcome to any episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Now we can go on with the trial, finally, actual investigating. December 27, 10 AM, District Court, Courtroom number 3. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. I wonder if I can do the Von Karma voice, it's been a while. Very well, apparently the prosecution is also ready. Who is the judge here anyway? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. I wonder if you can see my mouse. That might be a problem if you can't see it because it'll kind of break the immersion. So maybe I should just stick to the keyboard for now. Very well, the opening statements, so... Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. No, that's the wrong voice. How did I do his voice before? I don't remember. Let me try some. I was thinking a meaningful pause before speaking. Okay, that's a bit closer. Right, of course. A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. Order! Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Bah, must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Right. I call my witness, my decisive witness, to the stand. Is that mysterious boat shop owner? I have to do so many voices, this is going to be so difficult. Witness, state your profession. I am the proprietor of the restaurant, Wet Noodle, at Court Lake. And I also rent boats. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yep, I was. Please testify. Wait a second. You still haven't heard who this old guy is? Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah! I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. Yeah, right. The witness will state his name. I'm not really sure. Yup. What do you mean? Disguise and the judge's voice will be too close. My, memory. Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. He can't recall, you say? Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we, witness? I can't shake the feeling that my old voice, like in the previous episodes for Von Karma, was much better, but I don't know if if my new current voice is close enough. Because it's been a long time since I recorded the previous trial. Well, let's just hope it gets better over time. It's night of the 24th, just after midnight, yup. I was at the restaurant where I rent boats, as usual. Then I heard a bang, yep. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore, and a man walks by my window. Very well. That's the same voice there? Very well, I'd like to begin the cross-examination. There is nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict, now.
Yes, Mr. Wright. I'm not going to cross. No, of course I'm going to cross-examine.
What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness.
Very well, you may begin.
Ah!
Excuse me, Mr. Wokarma?
3 minutes just passed.
I see. Well then, let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness.
Okay. Just after midnight. Just after midnight, you say?
Yep, just around then.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure? Yep.
When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today. I asked him and he remembered. Is that right?
Don't glare at me like that. I remembered clearly I did. Yep.
You see? Continue. Okay. And where did the bang seem to come from?
From Blake, I figure.
Are you certain?
Yep.
Good. Continue. Was there someone in the boat?
It was pretty far out there. I couldn't see clearly. But I figured there was 2 men out there, yep.
But you couldn't see them clearly.
Yep. At the time, that is.
At the time? So you are 2 gunshots total.
Yep.
That's what Vlada said in our testimony yesterday. By your window.
Yep. By my window. Right next to the window of my little shack.
And could you see the man's face?
Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him. This is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony.
Yeah. I have a bad feeling about this. I can't believe he's dead. Are you sure? Uh-oh. The dad!
That's certain, Keith. He said I can't believe he's dead as he was walking by, too.
Witness, are you sure the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth?
It was him, that Edgeworth boy. This sounds like decisive evidence, indeed. I see no room for doubt.
One karma. He lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall. Nick, I don't like the way things are going in here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. Head back quick, or this trial is going to be over. Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun? And a photograph showing a man firing with his left hand? Exactly. That is easily explainable. He could have lighted his prints after he fired. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true. The judge is lost in thoughts. What should I do? Your Honor, this witness claims that Edward said, "I can't believe he's dead," but his word is all we have. If you are telling a lie... Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently you have yet to realize even these basic facts. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Nick, do you have evidence? It's no good. There's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please, can you hear me, sis? Please, we need your help. Nick needs you. 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record.
Enough! The witness may leave the stand. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for interpretation of the facts.
But what? No!
This court finds defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
Wait, what?
Did I lose? The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Okay, who's that now?
Who was that just now?
Me! Huh? What? Oh, wait, no. Nani? Excuse me? I totally forgot about that. Larry!
What are you doing here?
Listen to me. I was there, in the park, the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until yesterday. But today I remembered it.
Remembered what?
The gunshot. I heard it too.
Order!
What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment.
For a moment, Mr. Walker. So you say you heard the gunshot?
Yeah, I guess a gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony, and I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyway, I can't just sit here and let you call AJ a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify.
Order! Order! Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed.
Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. Nick, this is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry, he could make things even worse. Sergio was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there's another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now. A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned.
Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard.
What is this?
I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now.
What?
The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned.
Things are getting spicy.
Phew. That was too close.
Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edward.
Huh. I've seen worse.
Yeah, right, Edward. You're setting bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night. Yes. said he went looking for the steel semi-balloon that flew into the lake. Oh, right. And he found the balloon and the air tank that night. Yeah. Huh. Hey, Edward. Huh, you say something, right? Yeah, a lot of things. I'm losing my voice. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Mr. Edward, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When you fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what happens. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. I see. Right. Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance? Well, karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials. Perfectly prepared witnesses. Perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's like his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll make this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15. Everything's on Larry now. I guess that introduction of sudden Larry really hurt my voice cords. I'm not used to talking this loudly. Also, it's like 5 AM. I hope I don't wake anyone up. Court has now been backstage. What the fuck? Okay, I can't even speak. Witness. Please testify to the court about everything that you saw. On the night of December 24th. Right, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you are our last chance. Well, Carmen didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edward is right about this being our big break. That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in the rental shop dock. Then I just thought I was thinking about going home. I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I got home. That was an unusually vague testimony. Vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick. That night I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something and I found it. So I had to slip the boat back in at the rental shop dock. Wait a sec. Okay, I thought I heard my cat for a second, but I guess I was mistaken. Looking for something? Yeah. Mr. Butts, what was you were looking for? What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy. That's surprisingly close to the truth, in a sense. This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with. So you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Huh. Well, Nick? It was a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I should just start working on the contradictions. Sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister. Okay, I guess let's just present for the last thing. Fight 3 times. I heard 2 gunshots. Okay, I think we have to present this one. Wait a sec, Larry. What? You only heard 1 bang? You sure? That's what I said. But Miss Slaughterheart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm the customer here. So you got to treat me nice and stuff, okay?
Mr. Butts.
What?
You only heard 1 gunshot. Are you sure?
Well, to tell the truth, I'm not sure. Huh? Not sure? How can you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude, with my headphones. What?
Order! And stop that booing! Mr. Butts, you're listening to radio with your headphones?
Yeah, so what? That a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to radio. What's the big deal?
Mr. Von Karma, your opinion?
Waste of time. I do not accept this witness, nor his shoddy testimony.
Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony?
Oh wait, no. Fuck, I pressed the wrong option. Well, let's see what happens anyway. In fact, I think we've all heard now. What are you thinking, Nick? If you stop now, Mr. Hedgehog will be found guilty. We have to turn this trial around now. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Bah! Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost.
Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony, and be sure to include details like your radio. Right, leave it to me.
I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. It's only being a long Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud like, but I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too.
You're listening to your radio at a high volume.
Yeah, what's the big problem? Can a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is.
Judge, can you plead a word this sentence says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio.
True enough, it is difficult to believe his testimony. Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshots.
Excuse me? DJ?
An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor.
Very well, Mr. Wright.
I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. Okay, what was he saying? Or she. Okay, whatever. What did he say?
Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said to us?
Or do us?
Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care. We should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should.
Why?
Well, how do you know if you don't... How do you know if you don't ask? Hmm? Fine, very well. Mr. Boss, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Just when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," I heard the gunshot. Okay, I think we're coming up on that scene, the infamous scene. Are you sure? Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice. Maybe Von Karma was right. I'm not sure that helped us at all. It's the most ridiculous testimony I've ever heard, but there's one gleaming ray of hope in there. I got to press down till they get to the bottom of what happens. Okay, I think I know what we can do. Sometime on the 24th or 25th. Just after midnight. Yeah, okay. I think it's this one. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy. Is something the matter, Miss Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," when he heard the gunshots. Indeed, and almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case. Yeah. But that contradicts the two testimonies we have heard so far, Your Honors. Both Miss Hart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard shots. In other words, when they heard gunshots, it was already Christmas. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Order! Order! What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this says he heard a gunshot before midnight.
Judge, the answer is simple.
The current witness is plainly mistaken.
Just look at him, suspicious.
What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butz's claim he heard the gunshot before midnight? Larry's right. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight.
Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this vile claim. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight.
Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Laura Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m. Oh? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Ah, correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve. Indeed, if it seems that is the case. Then, where does that leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshot after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor. It is a fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night, there were two sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them. Why would this be?
Don't be fooled, Judge. That camera was set to respond to loud noises.
Yes.
There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why, the witness could have sneezed triggering the camera.
Hey, my nose was clear that night, man. Clear. Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can I prove that the loud noise at 11:50 p.m. was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court the evidence if you have any. Would it be just the gunshot itself? Or the gun itself, I mean? Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. This is my evidence. The murder weapon? Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When, then, was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That third shot was shot Larry heard just before midnight. Order! Order! That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what had happened that night on the lake.
Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you, why?
Uh-oh, I better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. Ah! What's wrong, Nick? I have it! I have it! Huh? You remember the case with Steel Samurai? Huh? Yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya. Yes. If you don't figure this out now, you'll never overturn the Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch, and I'm going to run with it. Right. I mean, is this safe? Safe? You already got a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick. Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright. The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. What do you mean, Mr. Wright?
So you finally realize the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself.
Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting.
Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on the boat.
I admit, it is hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. Oh, whoops, wrong voice. Timestamp on the photo says 12:15. But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent.
Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the 2 men on the boat are.
The murderer and Hammonds, Edgeworth and the murderer, Edgeworth and Hammonds. I guess it's Edgeworth and the murderer then. Of course, it was Edgeworth
And the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and meant Edward.
What? Are you serious?
Yes, Edward won't tell us why he went to the... Let me retry that. Yes, Edward won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edward to the lake. Now, Edward didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place.
I'm not sure what to make of all this.
Ridiculous.
It's Wright. Tell us the name of the murderer then.
The murderer's name? Right, it's... I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name.
You don't know?
Bah, again, you waste my time.
I don't know because he never told us.
Ugh.
The murderer is the caretaker of the shop, of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
The caretaker of the boat shop? But where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then.
Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of the crime was not on a boat?
What?
Well then, where did the murder take place? Okay. I guess here. Here, of course, the boat shop, where he lives. That way he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing.
Do you have proof that the bull shop was the scene of the crime?
Recall there is testimony, if you will. That night, he was out on the lake in a boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns to the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned the boat?
The boat shop. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Court Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning.
Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning, and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edward and went into the middle of the lake.
Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright?
The boat shop caretaker. Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice, both missed Edward, on purpose.
Wait a minute.
Yes?
Why did he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone?
Details.
Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanation is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice.
To create a witness? I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor.
Create a witness?
The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot will look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him.
I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it appeared that one of the men on the boat had shot the other.
The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gort Lake.
Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly. Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask you to defend Miles Edgeworth a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand.
Ooh, this is getting really exciting. But, I don't know when the day will end, so it might end sooner than we expect. Sorry, I was taking some water.
Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said.
Yes.
Well, why you go to the lake that night?
What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually.
Yes. Several days ago I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he has something very important to discuss with me.
Something important?
I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir!
Bailiff, we are conducting trial here. I said you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either.
What?
What should I do? Find him, quickly! We can't allow him to get away.
Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared.
The search warrant has already been issued.
It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned.
I told you it could end sooner than we expected. Yay, Nick, you did it. Yeah, somehow. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict. And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases were so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth? Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax.
I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet.
What do you mean?
Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you.
Hey, George?
No, there's so little time left. I won't tell you to get it off my chest, but I can't make up my mind.
What is this about, George?
It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed.
A crime you committed?
A memory of a murder. To be continued.
Well, this episode has been really interesting and exciting and Really fun to record actually. I just hope the recording didn't break or something, because it would suck so much to lose all of this voice recording, because it was really fun to do. So yeah, see you guys in the next one, and bye.
A few moments later.
So, me and my big mouth. So what did I just say? I just said I hope the recording doesn't break or anything, or something along those lines, right? Well, the recording got corrupted. Yeah, but you just watched it obviously, and there wasn't any issues, right? Well, it got corrupted in a really weird way, so I just want to showcase this because it's really weird. So at around 60 minutes, like right here, I start the recording. It's fine, right? But right here the image breaks. I muted it so you can't hear it, but after the image breaks here, the sound continues until the end of the video. But if you look closely, the 45-minute video is actually 1 hour and 45 minutes for some reason. It got saved like an hour too long. So the sound continues until it's supposed to end at around like 45 minutes here. But after that, at 1 hour and 16 minutes and 16 seconds, look what happens. The image comes back. And it plays all the way until the end without issues. So that's how you watched it. All the data is still here, but somehow it broke in a really weird way. It got shifted by an hour. This is the weirdest thing I've seen in a while, and I just wanted to showcase it. So yeah. Anyways, see you guys in the next one.